A month ago, I was sleeping back in the woods, back at Burlington Coat Factory, and I backed up too far, and my wheelchair rolled on top of me. And I was trapped back there for 6 hours in the wet leaves with a 300-pound wheelchair on me. Nobody back there could hear me. Coyotes running around. And I'm thinking, great, this is how I'm going to end. I'm going to get eaten alive by coyotes, you know, because I got a chair strapped on me. The year that I was in the nursing home after my fall, I was watching people die left and right in there. I was watching the incompetency of the staff, you know, walking around with no mask on, you know what I mean? And like this COVID was like a big joke, you know? They actually had to close a wing down of the place where they could put all the people that had COVID, you know? And they actually had a trailer out back for the bodies. And so I was telling, I told Kathy, I said, I've got to get out of here. I'm not just going to sit here and let death come and collect me. You know, so I made the conscious decision. I'm just going to cowboy up. That way I can distance myself from people. And hopefully I can survive this COVID, because I have underlying conditions. I was going to go do a shelter downtown until I seen on the news where there's a guy in a wheelchair was staying at the shelter downtown. He got robbed and almost beat to death. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going down there because I can't defend myself like I was once able to do, you know? I've always just pay attention, you know what I mean? Like when I hear something, you know what I mean? And then on my little stint in the Marine Corps, they really teach you. You know, you got to pay attention. You got to be observant. Never let your guard down. I'm sleep deprived, you know, miss taking a shower every day. I know I'm battling depression. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, because like I said, I was a master carpenter for 40 years, outdoorsman, hunter, fisherman, mountain bike enthusiast. You know, that's the lifestyle I led. And when I get talking about it, it's hard for me, because I miss it. That's been the hardest thing. I can't be there for Kathy. She's having trouble at the house. I can't do, you know, obviously I can't help her. So, yeah, this not being the man I once was, probably the hardest thing for me. You know, training my dogs. I used to train service dog. You know, now I need one. We can't train it. I mean, you know, it's stuff like that. That's been the hardest, but I just keep my eye on the prize. I don't know really how much more I can take of this. I mean, you know, I've been doing this for 4 months almost, and I'm getting tired. I probably called, I don't know, 20 apartments, and only 2 actually replied, and then
Most of them were on ground level.
yeah, most of them were on the second floor, which, you know, with my condition, I have to be on the ground floor. A lot of people are being evicted right now, though. So I hate to see what the country's going to look like here in another month, because the homeless rate's going to rise immensely. And there's all the shelters are already, they're turning people away. They don't even have room for people, you know. And with the temperatures dropping at nighttime, it's going to be bad in this country, you know. From all my friends that are vets, they all get treated like shit. I got a nephew who's a vet, and to be able to go to be able to get to see a doctor at the VA, you know what I mean? You got like a month waiting list just to be screened. But from my nephew tells me, he don't even bother messing with the VA. I just so too much red tape, hoops you got to jump through, you know.
Yeah, and Ron, I was going to ask you more about like the military experience in particular, if you don't mind talking about it.
I came back with a lot of anger, man. You know, from when you see stuff, well, you know, what I mean, when you drive down the road and you see burned bodies laying in tanks and kids and horses and animals on fire, you know. And for 5 years, when I came home, I had to. Well, even when I first met her, she had to change the sheets. I would wake up with just drenching. The sheets would be soaked. This is when I first knew that I was in the shit. And while these Revolutionary Guards from Saddam's army, they tried to storm our perimeter. And they were, I don't know, 50 yards away from us. And light arms fire just lit them up. I mean, you know, to see somebody's head explode like a watermelon, you know what I mean? That's when I knew that this was real, you know what I mean? That was the very first time I seen any really shit go down, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. Here we go, it's the first time I've seen it. Oh, this is going to be nice. What do you think, Jake? This will work for me, man. Can somebody please grab that chair for me? Oh, hey. It's not the Taj Mahal, but it's my castle. This is all I need. Got a nice little view of the road and the woods. It's not too bad. Being in a stressful situation, you know, that happens fast. I mean, that kind of takes me back. Those instances is like forever frozen in my mind, and like when they first happen, it's like your brain just keeps hitting rewind. And see, just talking about it, see, I know from just talking about it, I'm going to be thinking about it for a while now. You know what I mean? So I got to really be careful. Make sure I distract myself. You know what I mean? So when I go to sleep, man, I ain't going to, you know what I mean, be sitting there dwelling on something, you know?
Hey guys,
come on in.
Come in. Got a sandwich delivery?
Thank you, babe. I got a tip for you. You're such a good delivery girl. I got a bunch here. Put your hand out. Okay, that's your, hold on, I'm not done. That's your tip.
I'm going to put it in my pocket.
Okay. You're welcome, thank you. Thank you so much, Ian.
I didn't have brains, so I put turkey and
Oh, that's fine.
cheese in there.
I'm fine, thank you so much for that. I thank you for your hospitality.
If you need anything, let me know.
All right, darling, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, babe. Yeah, I'm going to be good here. Good people, you know what I mean, around, you know. It's country. See, like I said, you know, I grew up on a farm half my life, you know what I mean? And I don't care where you go, there's always good people in the country, you know. You know how when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. Well, try to live your life, make it as fulfilling as a long, drawn-out movie. So that little bit of time takes a while before you go to black, you know. This hasn't changed me. Made me stronger. Obviously, I mean, how many people you know who's partially paralyzed, you know what I mean, can sleep out in the freaking elements for almost 4 months, survive being pinned underneath the wheelchair all night, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, I just love life too much. I love people too much. I don't want to give up. I still got some things to do. Me and Kathy, we got some things to do.